Dwayne Wade coming to you with that instant basketball analysis on Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on there forever. And we were going to talk about how the Portland Trailblazers beat the Miami Heat 127 to 110. The Heat go to 23 and 22 and 8 and 15 on the road. The Blazers go to 23 and 22 also. Now is their record, but they're 13 and 10 at home. Portland won the first quarter 38 to 31. They did lose the second quarter 32 to 26. The third quarter was won by Portland 39 to 29, and they also won the fourth quarter 24 to 18. We're gonna talk about the Heat first. Andrew Wiggins, 31 minutes, 14 points, 6 of 9 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line, 1 of 1 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 turnovers, 3 steals, 1 offense, rebound, 2 personal foul, and a minus 28 and plus minus. He was efficient in the shots that he took. He didn't have a bad scoring game, didn't have a great one either. He played a little defense, spaced the floor, attack when he could. That's what he's been doing all season. It's just good to see him playing a lot of games and helping contribute as much as he can. Bam had another 30-point game, but this time it came in a loss again. 37 minutes, 32 points. He went 13 to 24 from the field. He really had that mid-range going and finishing strong at the rim. Helped a little bit too, but he did go 1 of 7 from 3. That didn't help that much. He also went 5 of 5 from the free throw line. He had 10 rebounds, so he finished with a double-double. He also had 2 assists, 3 turnovers, 3 steals, and 1 block, 3 offensive rebounds, no personal fouls, and a minus 6 and plus minus. Norman Powell played 28 minutes. He finished with 18 points. He was 7 of 15 from the field. He missed all his threes in this one, going 4 or 5 also from the free throw line. He was getting to the basket, hitting jump shots on the perimeter. He just couldn't get the spot up threes and the pull up threes to go down. He had 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 steal, and a block. No personal fouls and a minus 18 and plus minus. Pelly Larson played 29 minutes. He only had 6 points. He went 3 of 5 from the field, all easy shots. But he did go 0 of 2 from 3. That was the only shots that he missed. He had 3 rebounds and 6 assists. The 6 assists was the most on the team. He also had 1 turnover, 2 offensive rebounds, 1 personal foul, and he finished as a minus 6 and plus minus. And then Yaka Chonis, he played 11 minutes. He finished with 3 points. He went 1 of 2 from the field. He made a 3 and missed a 3. That was his only field goals. He did have 3 assists, also no personal fouls and no turnovers. He finished as a minus 18 and plus minus. And then a guy that stepped up the most off the bench was Fontecchio. He played 25 minutes. He finished with 17 points. He went 7 of 11 from the field and 3 of 6 from 3. He also had 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 2 offensive rebounds with no personal fouls, and a minus 3 and plus minus. He ended up having everybody off the bench got a rebound or more and an assist or more. Everybody in the starting lineup got an assist or more. And this one also, Myron Gardner, 16 minutes, 7 points. He went 2 of 5 from 3 and 1 of 2 from the free throw line to get those 7 points. But he also had 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 4 personal fouls, and was a plus 6 and plus minus. And then Jaime Jaquez got a nice little floater to go. Then he went to the free throw line and went 2 of 2. He missed all his 3-point attempts, 0 of 2 from 3. And he finished 1 of 7 from the field in 26 minutes. He also had 5 rebounds, tied for the most off the bench. He had 3 assists, also tied for the most off the bench. He also had 2 turnovers, 2 offensive rebounds out of the 5 total, and 2 personal fouls, and it was a minus 7 and plus minus. Nikola Jovic, 17 minutes, 5 points, 2 of 8 from the field, 1 of 7 from 3. He missed a lot of shots. The best shots that he got to go down was 1 3 that was opened in a drive to the basket on Donovan Clingan. He was 0 2 from the free throw line, though. Had 5 boards, 3 assists, and a turnover. 1 offensive rebound out of the 5, 1 personal foul, and a minus 7 and plus minus. Drew Smith, 20 minutes. He ended up having 4 points. He struggled. He went 1 of 8 from the field and 0 of 4 from 3. 3-point shooting really killed his team chances of winning the game. They kept letting them fly, but not really able to make any of them in this game. 2 of 2 from the free throw line for Drew Smith, though. 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 3 offensive rebounds, no personal fouls, and a plus 2 and plus minus. And then the Portland Trailblazers They ended up winning the game. Tamani Kamara went 3 of 6 from 3, 6 of 9 from the field. He had 16 points in 35 minutes, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, 2 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls, and a plus 26 and plus minus. He scored when he needed to, and he got a lot of good open looks, and he did help by keeping the ball moving and just making the correct decision with the passing ability that he showed tonight. Denny Abdia, he knew he was going to get his 20. He did that in 18 minutes. And he also went 6 of 11 from the field and 2 of 5 from 3 and 6 of 6 from the free throw line to get it. He had 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 turnovers. He also had 3 personal fouls and 3 offensive rebounds out of his 7. He's just showing you that he can do everything on the basketball court, especially offensively. And that's always a great thing to see from him. Donovan Clingan was the only starter to not score in double figures. He played 27 minutes and had 7 points. He went 3 of 4 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3. 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 1 block, 2 offensive rebound, 1 personal foul, and a plus 12 and plus minus. And then Drew Holiday, he played 19 minutes. He had 15 points. He went 6 of 13 from the field, 3 of 7 from 3. He had 2 rebounds, 7 assists. The 7 assists ended up being the most in the game for the Blazers. Had a nice pull-up 3-2 in the face of one of the Heat defenders. He had 1 offensive rebound, 3 personal fouls, and was a plus 14 and plus minus. And Shaedon Sharpe, if he wasn't getting to the basket, he kept doing a stop, spin off, fadeaway-ish, mid-range. And then, of course, he had step-back threes and pull-up threes like he normally does. So 27 points in 34 minutes, 11 to 21 from the field, 5 of 9 from 3, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 6 turnovers, 4 steals, 3 personal fouls, and a plus 18 and plus minus. Jeremy Grant, 23 minutes, 12 points, 4 of 11 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3, 3 of 3 from the free throw line, 3 turnovers, 2 steals, and a block. 2 personal fouls and a minus 2 and plus minus. The scoring is really good. He just didn't do it efficiently tonight. He mainly missed a lot of threes, but it happens. You got to take them to make them. He just didn't make them tonight. Robert Williams, 19 minutes, 4 points, 2 of 3 from the field. He missed his only 3-pointer, but he did have 10 boards. That's what he's out there to do, is try to protect the paint, and he did a little bit in this one, 3 blocks and 1 steal. Man in the paint is something that's hard and tough to do, but he's able to do it in miniature minutes. And 19 ain't a lot, but he did a whole lot in those amount that he did play. 2 offensive rebounds out of the 10, 1 personal foul and plus 3 and plus minus. And Caleb Love, 34 minutes, 20 points. He was 8 of 19 from the field, 4 of 12 from 3. And he gave him all he had, and it wasn't the most efficient way to get it done, but it ended up working for high volume scoring and just having a guy that's a threat out there as a scorer. And that's what he was trying to do when he was out there, and it worked out a little bit for him. 4 rebounds also with 4 assists, 2 turnovers, 1 offensive rebound, no personal foul, plus 15 and plus minus. And then City, he ended up making a 3. And then after that, he made a shot near the rim and went 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 of 2 from 3, and 2 of 4 from the field for 6 points in 18 minutes. He also had 3 rebounds in the turnover, 2 offensive boards, 1 personal foul, plus 4, plus minus. And Rupert, 13 minutes, no points because he missed his only shot, which was a 3. 1 rebound for him, 2 steals, and no personal fouls, and a minus 8 and plus minus. And the Blazers, they shot 96 field goals. They made 50% of them. The Heat shot 94, which is 2 less than the Blazers. They shot 46%. 45 3-point attempts from the Heat, 20%. 50 taken by the Blazers. They made theirs at 40%. 19 free throws taken by the Heat, 79%. 13 taken by the Blazers, 85%. 50 rebounds for the Blazers. They out-rebounded them by 10 because the Heat ended up with 40. 27 assists for the Heat, 26 for the Blazers. 18 turnovers for the Blazers, 15 for the Heat, 10 steals for the Blazers, 12 for the Heat, 5 blocks for the Blazers, 4 for the Heat. Both teams had 14 offensive rebounds, but the Blazers did have 36 defensive, while the Heat had 26 defensive ones, 17 personal fouls, and 10 personal fouls for the Heat. And that was game. I mean, the Blazers really outplayed them, really made it look easy, made quick work of the Heat got up big and was able to keep the lead and was able to basically drive their way all the way to victory without having no potholes and no speed bumps. They were just able to go exactly where they wanted to go, got everything they wanted to get along the ride, was able to take a little bit of a break, and then found a way to still cross the finish line in first. And that's hard to do against any basketball team, but the Blazers did it tonight against the Heat. And the Heat, they've been doing a whole lot of losing. They've been having a whole lot of games that they blew. They've been having a whole lot of games where you just don't know who's going to step up. You just don't know who's going to dominate. You just don't know, who's going to be that guy for you that night. And at the end of the day, that's been one of the problems. Their defense been questionable, and then they haven't really been consistent with any of their players in their starting lineup or off the bench. And that has been a big problem for them this entire season. But it don't really seem like something they're going to figure out. It just seems like that's their style, is just to see who can get hot, see who can make shots, see who's going to carry them, and try to defend whatever team that they have in front of them to the best of their ability. And if that works for them, it has a little bit because they're above 500. And they're not having the worst season, but they also having a season to where you question what is they really trying to do, what is they really trying to accomplish with this season. They don't compete enough to be a team that can be a real scary threat in the playoffs or even in the play-in. And on top of that, they also don't seem like a team that has a direction that they really want to go in for the future. So they're a team that you're going to be questioning who's going to stay and who's going to be moved this off season or by the trade deadline, because they're not really doing enough. They're not really playing hard enough and good enough to where they should just keep this core together, because I don't really see no future in them being that great based off how they played last year, how they playing this year. And that's just something that we know factual evidence about when it comes to this roster being together and them trying to play, good basketball. But Tyler Hero missed a lot of time. He's one of their better playmakers and scorers. We have seen that all year. But at the same time, even with them, they're not going to be that great. And even if they are a good team, that still gets to a point where are we really going? What are we really trying to do with this team? Because if we're not winning a championship or we're not good enough to compete for a championship, what are we really doing? The Heat culture is championship culture. That's what they want to be about. That's what they have built. And they are far away from that based off their record and based off how they've been playing this season and last year too, when they made the Jimmy Butler trade. Comment, like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell to get that analysis when it first come out. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all later today, hopefully with more analysis.